everybody agreed that this makes more sense. What we want is something to our salary. And the government is showing us that they have taken us serious, and they want us to live in this country, this beautiful Bahama land, in a decent manner.
I'm Carissa Williamson, and this has been Your Government in Action, a proud presentation of Bahamas Information Services. Join us on Wednesday evenings where we bring you highlights, coverage, and information as we continue to do what we do best, linking people and government.
It's a joy, to help someone who is in need,
I'm proud to know that we are able to accommodate them with a hot meal, fresh meal, and a well-balanced meal.
A lot of our clients, as you know, it's in the inner city, and persons who really improve them so much at the loss they do. And for whatever reason, 2 months, 3 months, they really don't have anything.
You have to have some kind of kindness to do this.
With our adoption by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
We figured that we could use the First Bahamas branch of Toastmasters Club 1600, an all-male club that specializes and focuses on developing young men for leadership through communication.
This program has grown and has impacted our school in such a positive way that I don't think we'll ever have them leave us.
Too often, instead of us looking within, we look outside for someone to blame. Go take a look in the mirror. Instead of trying to identify what the problems are, let's try and figure out how we become a part of the solution.
We are teaching these children how to dream beyond their community.
Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paisol Forbes. This is ZNS.
It's What's Trending with Jiminita Swain and the Bahama Beauty at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas from Studio A. It all starts right now.
It's Wednesday, and if you're feeling it, you're not alone. We're getting over the hump together. But don't worry, we've got you covered. I'm Jiminita Swain, and this is What's Trending. It's April 29th, and there is a lot happening today. Let's get right into it. Motherhood isn't always easy, but no one should have to do it alone. We'll introduce you to a foundation building a village of support coming up. Also, passion or pressure. When does political engagement turn into burnout? We'll talk about it with an expert. And wrapping things up, she's made the Bahamas proud on the world stage. Now, Shawnee Miller-Weibo is sharing her journey beyond the track. All that and more on What's Trending. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales here at CBS Bahamas. When it comes to hardware or home improvement items, we guarantee the lowest prices. That's our price match guarantee. If you find anything we sell for a lower price anywhere in the Bahamas, let us know about it. We will beat that price. We want your business. Shop at CBS Bahamas or cbsbahamas.com.
What are you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Hey, Marcos, boy. We have a special on all large one-topping pizzas, boy.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, that included, boy.
I need the $10 special plate.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
They say it takes a village to raise a child, but what about supporting the mother? That's the mission behind Her Village Foundation, a growing initiative right here in the Bahamas focused on providing real, practical support for mothers in need. From baby essentials to postpartum care, the foundation is working to ensure that no mother feels alone on her journey. Joining us now to tell us more are founders Danielle Sierra and Rovan Barros. Welcome to What's Trending.
Thank you.
It's so great to have both of you here with us today. So we're going to start with you, Danielle. For those hearing about Her Village Foundation for the first time, what is it? What inspired you to start it?
So we are a nonprofit organization that provides basic care for mothers and babies. What inspired me to start the journey is, I'm a first-time mother, and I realized how overwhelming it can be. And having a village is important. I do have a village myself, but I thought to myself, what about those other mothers that don't have this village? That must be very exhausting, very tiring for them. And, it made me want to start this organization. When I had a few items from my postpartum I had left over, I posted them on Facebook because I figured a mother in need could probably use those instead of just keeping them in my house. And then I had lots of moms reach out to me. They asked me if I had other items. And so I think it really started from that point right there.
It just mushroomed out of all of that.
Yeah.
So you describe it as a village for every mother. What does that really mean in practice?
So that basically means that no mother goes unnoticed. We try to, provide these items, that love, that care for every mother.
And so for you, Rowan, talk to us about how important it was partnering in starting out for this organization.
Okay, definitely. I feel as though, it's our responsibility, as a business owner, as a citizen, to play a role, whether that's corporate or like social responsibility and, helping our fellow man. And, my prayer has always been that, God puts me in a position or like blesses me so that, I'll be able to help others along the way. And I feel as though, this initiative does just that, persons who might not be as fortunate, especially like mothers, persons in need. So I just thought it was a great initiative that, she wanted to start. And said,
you said, you know what, I'm just going to jump in there. So talk to us about the kind of support you offer. You talk about baby items, postpartum care. What can mothers actually expect from your foundation?
So we provide like grocery items. I know a lot of moms don't have grocery items, so we provide that for moms. We do baby diapers, baby bottles, cribs, walkers, everything baby we provide.
Wow, that's definitely a lot. But can you share a story or a moment that really shows the impact of this foundation or the work that it's having?
So I don't have a specific impact, but I know like me providing these items for moms, they'd reach out to me, some even cry, like, thank you so much, you don't know the weight that, lifted off of my shoulders. And it just makes me feel good that I could actually, help, because I understand as a mom myself from first hand how exhausting it could be. So me providing these things for them makes me very happy.
And number one, for you, what would you hope that is a takeaway to other persons? Like you say, you're the male, and motherhood is hard. All of us came from our mothers. What is the takeaway for you as you partner in this initiative?
That's a great question. I would say the takeaway is that it's important, to have a village, to have a community, backing you, and that no man is an island, whether it's a child, whether it's an adult, whomever the case is, everyone needs support, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical. And I feel as though, the foundation, it aids in providing donations for, persons who are in need, as well as, that postpartum support and some of the other initiatives it is that Her Village offers. So just that everyone needs a community, everyone needs a village, no matter where it is that, you're at in life. And yeah, I would say that's my biggest takeaway.
And we can all help in some way, right?
Definitely.
So Danielle, you were saying basically that this is clearly community driven. So how can the public get involved and support the work that you're doing?
So there's many different ways that you can get involved. You can follow our social media platforms. You can like, you can share, you can visit our website at www.hervillagebahamas.com. There's a sponsor sheet there if you'd like to donate items gently used or new. And then we also do like monetary assistance if you'd like. And yeah.
Awesome. So sometimes mothers struggle in silence. How important is it then to normalize asking for help?
So I just go off of personal experience. I'm a very independent person, and I've struggled with, asking for help within my journey of motherhood. And I realized I really cannot do this alone. Like, no matter how much I try, this is a journey that cannot be done alone. And my advice to mothers is to just ask for help. Like, it's okay, we are here for you, and you cannot do it alone.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much. What's next for your village?
So we are quickly expanding. We first launched April 2nd, 2026, and we've helped over 30+ mothers already, and we have about 50 applicants on our website. And so I feel like what's next for us is just expansion. I want to expand throughout like the island, and then I want to also, have big partnerships.
Awesome. Well, Danielle, Rowan, thank you so much for joining us today, and continue the great work that you're doing. I'm sure the mothers and the babies are definitely happy to be a part of the initiative.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Well, there is definitely more What's Trending on the other side of the break. When we return, we're talking political fatigue. Is it a real thing? We break it down with an expert. Stay with us.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
Election season can be exciting, but let's be honest, it can also be exhausting. From heated debates to constant campaigning, it's easy to get caught up in the emotion of it all. But what happens when that energy turns into stress, frustration, or even burnout for voters and the candidates themselves? Joining us now to break it all down is psychiatrist Dr. Davina Knowles-Robinson. Welcome back to What's Trending, Dr. Robinson.
Thank you for having me again. Appreciate being here.
It's always great having you here with us. So let's start here. Is political fatigue actually a real thing, or is it just us feeling overwhelmed during the election season?
So it's actually very real. People can have it, as you said. It can be the people that are running for the campaign trail. It can be the volunteers helping out. And it could be us, the voters, too, that have the political fatigue because you're always seeing it. You're inundated with all of the information, and you don't know where you're going in terms of who you're picking and what trail you're actually on. So it can be a lot for everybody to process within the season.
So what are some of the signs that someone might be experiencing political fatigue without even realizing it?
So that is the same as burnout. So when you're talking about burnout, it's stressors. So if you're saying that the political season is your stressor, things like sleepless nights, low energy, decreased in concentration, not able to focus on tasks at work, not being able to focus on even your household chores or items, not feeling too interested in doing things that you typically like doing, and just feel overwhelmed, too much information. So those are some of the typical signs. Some people experience things like anxiety. Some people experience things like depression. So it's a myriad of different symptoms that people could experience as well.
And we've all seen it. People getting really fired up online or in conversations. Why does politics tend to bring out such strong emotional reactions?
The reality of it is that we do live in a small community. There's only 400,000 people. And if you look at it globally, that is a small population. So more times than not, the people that are running are either close family friends, they can be close family members. And so the angst to want to get involved and get participate in what's happening gets very emotionally tagged as well. So you get very passionate about the MP that's running or the political candidate that's in your area, and then you get inundated with what's happening in the season as well.
And so then from a voter's perspective, how can constantly engaging with political content impact mental well-being?
So as we've spoken about on several other episodes, our shows, boundaries are important. So setting boundaries, even when it comes to political space, is important. So what that might look like is not doom scrolling, getting pockets of information that may be more effective to your area. So if you live in an area like Yamacraw or Killarney or St. Anne's, finding information that is specifically geared towards your area specifically, and then getting the information from those candidates. So talking to the people that are doing the roundabout commutes, finding out what they're trying to do for your area can keep you more narrowly focused. And even if that is too overwhelming, knowing when to pull back, saying that my cup is already full with all of this information, and finding other activities to do.
And so then on the flip side, what about the candidates? They're under constant scrutiny. What kind of psychological toll can it take on them?
So the reality of it is, when you put yourself into the public forum, you can't choose how people perceive you to be. So sometimes it is taking that step back. And in this season, I'm sure a lot of candidates feel that they don't have the opportunity to do that because they are in the limelight, but not taking it all in, meaning there will be negative press because people are going to find we all have a past. We are not, we're all human, subject to having past lives, past failures, and learning to navigate that space is going to be important. So keeping family on the line, keeping your spiritual network aligned as well, finding activities that you previously liked doing. So if reading was your jam, then, getting deep diving into a deep book, going to the beach. We live on islands. And so people spend thousands of dollars to come to the Bahamas, something that we could find very therapeutic in our own backyard. So finding your little niches of things that you previously liked to do and finding that circle of people that can keep you accountable to who you truly are.
So overall, you would say then it's okay to tune out sometimes so people could feel a responsibility and not have to be so constantly engaged.
Most definitely, because you're going to be inundated with all of the information. It's going to be a flood. So you're going to have to figure out for yourself, when do I turn that off? Because even when you're not trying to be heavily involved in doom scroll and see what they said at the last rally or who said what or what, it's going to be flooded into your own timeline. So taking those breaks for yourself is very important.
Awesome. Really insightful conversation there, Dr. Knowles Robinson. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, it's always a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you again for having me.
On the other side of the break, we're chatting with a world champion. Stay with us.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.
Isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
She's a two-time Olympic gold medalist, a world champion, and one of the Bahamas' most decorated athletes. But beyond the medals and the finish lines, she's now embracing one of her most important roles yet: motherhood.
Bahamian Footprints, presented by Coca-Cola.
For Shanae Miller-Weibo, the journey today is about balance, purpose, and continuing to carry the pride of the nation, both on and off the track. And as she navigates a return to elite competition, her story is evolving in a powerful new way. We're honored to be joined by her now. Welcome to What's Trending, Shanae.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here with us. So you've accomplished so much on the track, but how has motherhood changed you as a person?
I think it made me stronger, if anything. It gave me more clarity, where I have to focus now my time, my energy, and just making sure everything's more intentional. So it's more so I'm focusing now on, it's not just focusing on myself, but I'm also focusing on the big picture now. And I have my kids along on the journey with me, and yeah, it's very exciting.
So what does a typical day look like now as you balance being a world-class athlete and a mother of two?
The days look the same, if I'm being honest. It's not too different. It's the same thing, getting up, going to training, coming back and putting back on the mom hat and getting back to work. But, for me, it's been trying to integrate the two, and I've been enjoying every second of it. When I go to training, everything's intentional. My focus is there at training, and when I come back home, I'm fully present at home and spending time with my kids, and I'm just enjoying every second of it.
So you're in a new chapter of your career. What has the journey back to elite competition looked like for you physically and mentally?
It wasn't easy. It's, healing was one of the biggest steps, and just having a lot of patience. I think for me, it's, my body's been doing this for so many years, and jumping back into it, I wanted to just go straight back up and carry on what I was carrying on before. But it's a process, and it's a lot of patience that comes along with it, and knowing that I had to let my body heal and take the steps of getting back into elite competition. But I'm back, and I'm enjoying every second of it. It feels great to be back out there competing with the ladies, and I'm just hoping to continue on that legacy.
So you've always carried the pride of the Bahamas on your shoulders. What does that responsibility mean to you now, especially as a mother?
It's a big task, and it's a lot of pride that I carry, carrying the Bahamas on my back and on my shoulders. When we go out there and we represent the country on the world stage, it's an honor and a privilege, and I always want to make the Bahamian people proud. And so for me, it's the same as always, wanting to go out there, wanting to make them proud, wanting to do my very best and show exactly what the Bahamian people, we know what our roots are all about and how talented we are, and just show that to the world.
And obviously there's a mental weight that comes with being a champion. How do you manage expectations, pressure, and staying grounded?
I think all of that comes with discipline. Growing up, I don't carry pressure too much, and I've learned that from since I was a kid. Track and field is almost my escape, and whenever I step on the track, it's about focusing on just having fun and doing what I was born to do, and showcasing the talent that God gave me. But I just go out there and I do my very best, and that's all that anyone can do and give. And I just have fun with it. It doesn't feel like a lot of hard work when I'm enjoying the process of it all. And yeah, I've just been enjoying being back out there, and it's been fun.
So has your definition then of success changed over time, from winning medals to where you are now? Has there been a change?
I wouldn't say that there's been a change. I know who I am, and the hard work that I've had to put in over the years. So no matter even when the stages got bigger, I never changed my expectations and, who I was and putting in the hard work. It's always been the same. And like I said, it's all about enjoying the process with it. I have fun when I compete. And so for me, going out there and competing, giving my very best, it's what I do best. And so I'm just enjoying every step of it.
And then what message would you give to young women, especially mothers who are trying to pursue their dreams right now?
My message to them would be, don't be afraid of motherhood, embrace it. Growing up, we've always been told that if you become a mom, then you put your career behind you, and that's pretty much it. But that's not been the case in our sport. And I think so many women have proved that over and over again in the sport and come back and gotten personal best and turned on to have pretty great success in the sport. And so I'm just continuing on that pathway that they've created for us and just proving to the world that, we are stronger than you guys point us out to be. And, you come back mentally and physically stronger, and the sky's the limit for all of us. And just come back out here, be intentional with what you're doing, and just have fun with it.
Now, we know that you are in the middle of training. How has that been so far for you for the season? What does that look like? Any extreme changes, or are you just, like you say, out there pushing and gonna have fun?
Yeah, no, I'm just enjoying the process right now. I'm finally healthy. It's been a long time since I've been really healthy competing, and my body is really healthy right now, and it feels a whole lot stronger. And I think motherhood and pregnancy has to do a lot with that. But I'm just enjoying the process right now. We just got out of that tough training cycle, and so we're about to start our speed work now, and I'm looking forward to that. All the hard work is pretty much behind us, and just pretty much enjoying getting the speed back under our belts right now. So I look forward to it. Season has opened up now, and so we're competing again, and yeah, it's about to get fun.
Now, I know one thing that we all, when we're watching you on the track, take note of is your hairstyles. How much planning goes into the color you're gonna go with for a particular event, or the style, and how much effort do you really put into that?
I used to put in a lot of effort with it. I actually used to carry a lot of the wigs with me. And on that day up, I used to decide which color I was going to go with. And so it was all about that spontaneous feeling and, how I'm feeling on that day and, what it is that I want to give off. But going forward, I don't know if I'm going to stick completely with the wigs. We'll see. But I'm starting to like the natural look a little bit more so.
So what would you say excites you most about the next phase of your journey, both on the track and at home?
I think on the track, just having my kids there with me, I think it's super exciting. I get to showcase my talent and have my kids there watching me as well. And, and I know they're going to be so proud of me. And I think that's a big moment for me. I've already had so much success on the track, but having my kids there to witness it, I think it's going to mean the world to me. And then obviously off the track, I have my family, and I'm so very happy right now, and just enjoying life, embracing all the new daily things that come along with it, and yeah, I'm just enjoying life right now.
Well, I want to say happy belated birthday to you before we go. We know you celebrated a birthday this month, so happy belated birthday to you. But obviously, Shauna, you are truly inspiring. So thank you so much for sharing your journey and your time with us this evening.
Thank you.
Well, you're definitely a champion on the track and clearly a champion in life as well. So there is more What's Trending on the other side of the break.
Flavor meets crispy perfection. Something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
Firstly, this is the 70th year that we're doing this here in Exuma. It has a brand of itself and a following that keep people coming back year after year. The challenge for these regattas is that we don't have enough rooms, enough capacity to accommodate everyone who want to come. So up to yesterday, I'm receiving phone calls, people looking for rooms. I've offered them some tents on the beach because the reality is there are no more rooms, no more rental cars. The restaurants are full, the vendors are making money, and it truly is a great time in Exuma. That's a part of the importance of domestic tourism. People are coming from all across these islands to watch sailing, our national sport. But we also have a lot of tourists from abroad who are here and enjoying regatta. And hopefully over time, as a result of us naming sailing as our national sport, we will have people from around the world coming to experience our authentic version of sailing.
So we've seen over the past few years, especially after we named sailing a national sport, that the National Family Island Regatta has seen an influx of not just persons coming here in regards to renting homes and renting cars, but also the sailors themselves. So we've seen an influx of boats being built, especially in the E-class, C-class, and we have the largest registration of vessels in the history of this regatta actually this year. So we're excited that persons from, Eleuthera is now part of the regatta, Exuma and Cat Island and Long Island and persons across the country travel here, across international waters, travel here to be a part of regatta and to enjoy the activities on land as well as to watch sailors sail.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. This is Tourism Today.
On Thursday's show, we're talking dollars and cents in our economic segment. You won't want to miss it. Well, thanks so much for watching. Stay connected with us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m.
At Bahama Boulevard, I'm Sean Innes. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Round 2 of biometric cards rollout continues ahead of advanced polls. PLP chairman pushing back against criticism from F&M chairman Dwayne Sands. And the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce teams up with British High Commissioner to explore global opportunities.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Biometric cards were the focus in Grand Bahama today. The new ID cards are part of a national rollout, but the experience varied for residents. Charlie Jones has tonight's top story.
With the date of advanced polls drawing near, biometric card distribution is taking place over several centers on Grand Bahama. But residents claim there were some hiccups with collection.
What they should do is have someone to the door with the registration form or index, check to see if your card is there. If it isn't there, then they can tell you, okay, it isn't there, when it'll be ready. But now to go on that line or to go sit down, and then when you get up there, they check to say, okay, your card isn't ready. That's it could be a little bit more smoother than that.
They knew election was coming. I feel like this process should have been done prior to all of this to make sure everything was in place.
But parliamentary officials contend they are working their hardest to ensure a smoother flow.
We have heard the concerns of the residents as it relates to the long delay, and we have tweaked the process itself so we can have a higher turnover, better experience for our registrants.
Computer database supervisor Kitora Monroe noting the changes made to the stations across the island.
We have increased staffing and split our registrants into last name basis so we can have more persons being dealt with at the same time. Once persons come in, they can identify their areas. We have separated the areas in Marco City here at the main office and Pine Ridge, and we have from A to L and M to N.
Additionally, she adds there has been a surge in voters coming in to collect their cards, but wants to remind the public that it is not needed to vote in the 2026 general election.
With advanced poll being tomorrow, we have a high volume of persons coming in. We have a lot more persons for pickup. However, individuals can use another form of ID if they do not have their voter's card.
An adjustment seems to have made major improvements here at Parliamentary Registration Headquarters, as lines have depleted in under 20 minutes, with some voters saying they experienced a smooth process.
I walked in a few days ago. I registered. They gave me a lot of information. Came back with my voter's card. And it took 5 minutes, and I picked up my card.
So there were no hiccups?
No hiccups at all.
It was pretty easy, so I just walked right in, gave them some form of ID, waited about 10 minutes. They looked for my name on the list and signed out, and I got it.
Officials from the Parliamentary Registration Department emphasized the importance of the new biometric cards, noting they are key to modernizing the electoral process. Distribution continues even after the May 12th election. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Charlia Jones.
All eyes are focused on the advance poll set Thursday, April 30th, 2026. The Parliamentary Registration Department is presently conducting training for returning officers who will be working on the long-anticipated day as the country prepares for the upcoming general election. Here's the breakdown. For Central Grand Bahama constituency, 948 persons are expected to cast their ballots for PLP standard bearer Park O'Deal, FNM candidate Frazette Gibson, and COI incumbent Iram Lewis. In East Grand Bahama, 1,125 persons have registered to vote in the advance polls. The PLP standard bearer is Dr. Monique Pratt, FNM incumbent Kwesi Thompson, and COI Dexter Edwards. In the Marco City constituency, there are 969 voters, PLP standard bearer Eddie Wan, FNM incumbent Michael Pintard, and COI Jillian Bartlett. Pine Ridge constituency has recorded 1,071 early voters. The candidates are PLP incumbent Ginger Moxie, FNM Dr. Charlene Reed, COI Daniel Mitchell, and Frederick McAlpine independent. In West Grand Bahama constituency, there are 682 advance poll registered voters. The candidates for this area are PLP incumbent Kingsley Smith Jr., FNM candidate Omar Isaacs, and COI Tony Stubbs Albury. Over in Bimini and Berry Islands, 137 persons have signed up for the advance polls, while in Central and South Abaco, 38 persons are expected to cast their ballots, with just 43 in North Abaco. Those who qualify to vote in this special poll can do so at the various locations on Grand Bahama. Central Grand Bahama voters can cast their ballots at the City of Life, the Old Bowling Alley on Britannia Boulevard. East Grand Bahama constituency ballots will be casted at the Eric L. Sam Center, Church of the Ascension in Lucaya. Marco City constituency, Belinda M. Wilson Convention Center on Ponce de Leon Drive. The Pine Ridge constituency, Foster B. Pastina Center, Pro Cathedral of Christ the King. West Grand Bahama constituency at the 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium at the 8 Mile Rock High School. Under Regulation 8 of the Parliamentary Elections Regulation, employers are required to allow registered employees time off to vote. Workers are entitled to 2 hours in addition to their lunch break to cast their ballots. This does not apply to employees whose shift begins after 10 a.m. or ends before 4 p.m. Employers are also prohibited from deducting pay or penalizing staff for taking this time. Failure to comply is an offense with penalties up to $1,000 in fines or 6 months imprisonment. The department is urging all employers to comply fully with the law. PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell is pushing back against criticism from F&M Chairman Dwayne Sands over the distribution of relief vouchers in Abaco, insisting the assistance is nothing new and meets the ongoing needs of residents still recovering from Hurricane Dorian. Shalia Rule reports.
A war of words is intensifying between the country's two major political parties as questions swirl over the distribution of relief vouchers in Abaco just weeks before the 2026 general election. Chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party, Fred Mitchell, is firing back at claims made by Free National Movement Chairman Dwayne Sands, who has raised concerns about the timing of the assistance. Sands' comments making headlines questioning why residents of Abaco are receiving vouchers 7 years after the devastation of Hurricane Dorian and just 2 weeks ahead of the national vote. But Mitchell insists there is nothing unusual or improper about the move.
All we know is that people need assistance. We provide the support and assistance for the people. They're happy to get the assistance. We've been doing it from time immemorial, and we'll continue to carry out our mission of supporting the people.
He further maintained that there is nothing illegal about distributing aid. Mitchell also pushed back by pointing to what he described as similar actions taken in the past by the F&M.
Their leader in 1997, a man named Hubert Ingram, who is an Abaconian, by the way, got on a public platform the day before the police vote in 1997 and announced that the payment of a lump sum to the police officers on election day itself would be $1,500.
Meanwhile, the debate extends beyond the mainland in Abaco, addressing concerns about utility relief in Grand Key. Mitchell noted that residents were previously informed that outstanding electricity bills, many of which accumulated during the economic strain of the COVID-19 pandemic.
The genesis of it came from the very people who are now complaining that the bills have been forgiven. The relief has been provided to the people.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
A meeting at the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce is opening the door for local businesses to explore global trade opportunities. The Chamber, in partnership with the UK Trade Commission, hosted an information session on exporting to and importing from the United Kingdom. British High Commissioner Smina Rosati says a trade agreement between the UK and CARICOM, which includes the Bahamas, is creating greater access to the UK market and new opportunities for economic growth.
Now, if you think about the world we find ourselves in today with so much volatility, including on tariffs, this is a great agreement for businesses both in the Bahamas and in the UK to tap into. But that starts with understanding how to access those opportunities, and that's what we want to focus on here today.
Lucan O'Brien, Regional Trade for Development at Pfizer UK, explains what the CARICOM means for the Bahamas and for those interested, outlining how individuals and businesses can meet the necessary requirements.
It means you're not paying those taxes, those tariffs to enter the UK, giving you a significant leg up on alternative competitor countries which might have to pay to enter the UK market. We also can see substantial benefits in terms of liberalised services trade. I mean, you're able to compete and access the UK market cheaper, easier and more efficiently. The data we've looked at also shows that these benefits are not necessarily as well known as we'd like and not necessarily as well used. So part of the reason I'm here is to make sure that people are aware and capable of using these provisions to really tap into those benefits. First off, you need to understand those tariff benefits, how they apply to your business. It's also important to understand what kind of standards and regulations might apply to your product. For example, SPS regulations apply to food and drinks, so it's important to make sure you're meeting those requirements. There's plenty of information that we're able to share on that. So you can contact us at ukindthebahamas@fcdo.gov.uk. And beyond that, I'd say really focus on your branding. It's really important in the UK to leverage that Caribbean identity, leverage that Caribbean brand, and what makes your product unique.
In news from the crime beat, police officers in Grand Bahama from the Mobile Division seized an illegal firearm and ammunition, resulting in the arrest of 4 persons on Tuesday, April 20th, 2026. Initial reports indicate that shortly before 2:00 p.m., officers were on routine patrol along with Coral Road when they observed a white Honda minibus, license plate 9677, traveling north with heavily tinted windows that obscured visibility into the vehicle. The officers stopped the vehicle and informed the driver and occupants that they were suspected of being in possession of firearms and dangerous drugs. It was during a search of the vehicle, one male suspect was found with a firearm and quantity of ammunition concealed in his groin area. As a result, all 4 occupants, 3 men and 1 woman, ages 45, 50, 51, and 53, were arrested and cautioned in connection with this matter. This matter remains under active investigation.
And still to come.
National Tripartite Council pushes for healthier workplaces through mental health seminar. Those stories, sports, and more when we return.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Third Dimension celebrates Mom with a Mother's Day sale. Get 20% off housewares, lawn and garden, plus up to 35% off select tiles in store. Friday, May 1st and Saturday, May 2nd. Shop and save for Mom today. Use code Mother's Day to save online at thirddimension242.com. Give the gift of life at the Blood Drive this Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happening at the Collab Unit, Ministry for Grand Bahama, Harold de Gregory Complex. One donation can save lives. Be there.
You're invited to the Spring Revival at the Seventh-day Adventist Church on Gambia Drive on May 2nd through the 16th at 7:15 p.m. nightly. Come and hear Dr. Henry R. Monker speak hope to our community and a world in chaos. Eddie Wan, candidate for Morocco City, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote. On May 12th, make your voice count. Ready with Eddie. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
When your body craves the water it needs, be sure to give it the best. Aroac Springs.
Mother's Day is right around the corner, and if you're thinking about what to get her this year, make it something that lasts. At Connect Bahamas, we transform everyday spaces into something that's truly special. From custom cabinets and elegant countertops to tiles, premium flooring, windows, and doors. And just in time for Mother's Day, Connect Bahamas is back with our 35% off Mother's Day sale happening April 16th through May 16th. This is your moment to upgrade her home. Visit us today and take advantage of the savings.
Dr. Monique Pratt, the candidate for East Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. The prescription for progress. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pindart says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
Me back up come from old school.
When the bees will kill you in the bush.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, strand it right up, by sting him right up.
I was chosen. Very well.
Be glad to see somebody who's concerned.
I'm here.
Yes, God is good.
You know how to find me.
Yes, I know where the
You got our number and everything, you know. Yeah.
Okay,
all right?
Blessings to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Why politics now? After becoming an attorney, I've had the opportunity of being able to traverse different levels of the community and hearing the cry of people. And I've decided, instead of me just standing around, listening, and just being the voice at court, I've decided that I will now be the voice in Parliament. It's now that I feel it's not easy, but it's necessary.
Sealing that deal with Palco Deal. Hello. All the way. Palco.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Sharon Martin, chairman of the National Tripartite Council, emphasized that mental well-being is just as important as physical health, noting that a supportive work environment can lead to increased productivity, improved morale, and overall job satisfaction, while adding that initiatives like this are part of a broader effort to build stronger, more resilient workplaces across Grand Bahama, reminding both employers and employees that taking care of mental health is essential, not optional.
We are focusing on psychosocial aspects of work. Too often persons forget the mental side of stuff, and so it is great that as a world, global, we can now focus in on zeroing on the fact that it is a part of decent work.
The National Tripartite Council taking steps to promote healthier workplaces across Grand Bahama, hosting a mental health seminar aimed at businesses and their employees. The initiative brought together representatives from various companies throughout the island, all with a shared goal, ensuring that mental health is not overlooked in the workplace.
Mental health is as a culture, not something that we eagerly embrace. Nevertheless, we are body, soul, and spirit. And so there are some times that we have to stop and take a look at the other aspects, because the body does not operate without the spiritual man.
Okay. A Grand Bahama church is combining faith, fitness, and fundraising this weekend. Pro Cathedral of Christ the King is teaming up with Commonwealth Bank and Doctors Hospital for a fun run walk this Saturday. Registration is $25 and will automatically enter participants to win prizes. Some include health procedures valued at more than $2,000 and gas vouchers. Organizers say this initiative is more than just exercise, but it is also a fundraising effort for the church's outreach programs.
Counselors there, persons who will pray with you, but also persons who could counsel you with whatever you may be challenged with or troubled with. Because that's what the church is here for, and that is what this event is here for.
It's not only physical, with the fun run and walk, and with the screening, it's also spiritual, it's also mental. We have places that are coming around construction. Car dealership is coming to present cars. We also have contractors, we have lawyers, we have real estate agents, and there's a kids' corner once again. So while you are looking and shopping, we encourage you to come.
The morning kicks off with a warm-up at 6 a.m. with race set to begin from the church's parking lot at 6:30 a.m. The first 100 participants will receive goodie bags. Commonwealth Bank and Doctors Hospital is also bringing business to the event, with Doctors Hospital bringing specialists to conduct screenings and the bank offering special rates on mortgages, first-time homeowner purchases, and vacant land purchases.
We see ourselves as the financial doctors. So you would have heard about the health and holistic side of things, where you take care of the body, mind, and spirit. Commonwealth Bank is going to assist in taking care of the financial aspects of it.
salute our Facebook friend of the day, Tianado Martin Barrow. Thank you so much for your support. Shane, what's happening in the world of sports?
Well, Drew, we've got a major local track and field meet coming up next week. Plus, we got highlights from Grandmama Flag Football.
Nice, thanks.
Right.
Don't go away. Sports comes your way next, right after this break.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Ginger Moxie, candidate for Pine Ridge, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. Ginger for the people, choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Give the gift of life at the blood drive this Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happening at the Collab Unit, Ministry for Grand Bahama, Harold de Gregory Complex. One donation can save lives. Be there. Parco Deal, candidate for Central Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. Seal the deal with Parco Deal. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
It used to be when one line faulted, the whole neighborhood went dark. Now, this device sends a pulse, finds the problem, and reroutes power, so more homes stay connected. Upgrades like this one are reducing outages and transforming our grid, making it stronger and smarter. That means more reliable power, lower operating costs, and lower bills. Instead of short-term patches or temporary fixes, we're building a modern new grid.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. The track and field season rolls on, and next up, the 5th annual Fast Track Spring Fling hitting the Grand Bahama Sports Complex May 8th to the 9th. It's a 2-day event featuring every field and track event you can imagine, so fans won't be left wanting, according to Coach Ravano Ferguson. Tossing it over to the gridiron, the Grand Bahama Flag Football League rolling into week 4 this past Sunday. Despite not having starting QB Leon Cooper Jr., the Three Lakes Bad Boys would roll to a shutout win, remaining undefeated so far this season. They get the W 27-0 over the Fidelity Bulldogs. The Connect Shipping Jets would bounce back strongly from last week's loss. They take advantage of the short-handed Sky's the Limit Rock Boys, shutting them out 32-0 to improve to 2-1 on the season. And the Powerade Knights would pick up their first win of the season. They take on the Freeport Container Pod Stalkers and get the W 25-0. And in ladies' action, the Arena Vixens prevailed in a defensive battle over the LWA Wolverines, adding another W 7-0. And lastly, VJ Edgecombe and the Philadelphia 76ers still have a pulse, down 3-1 with their backs against the wall. And on the road in Game 5, the Sixers would stave off elimination versus the Boston Celtics, picking up a crucial 113-97 win. Joel Embiid was the star of the show with 33 points, 4 boards, and 8 dimes, but VJ would chip in with 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists of his own. Game 6 takes place in Philly on Friday evening as the Sixers hope to send the series back to Boston for a Game 7. And that's your sports fix this evening. Your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs, and like William James said, ask us if what you do makes a difference, because it does.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's a beautiful
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Kingsley Smith Jr., candidate for West Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. It's still one love. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
We wanted to introduce persons that have never been in the gym into the gym. And the way we do that is by bringing them into a boot camp, introducing them to like cardio on the road, core training, aerobics training, and stuff like that. And then we introduce them slowly into a little bit of training in the gym. So eventually they can graduate into going to the gym. That's the whole purpose of NSFIT boot camp.
My name is Danica, a.k.a. Pretty Lifted.
My name is Nika Udit. I'm from Trinidad.
What by Johnny here. My role is just to push and motivate clients to get through the workout. No matter how hard it is, you push yourself and commit.
With the first one we did, the community loved it because we put out all those results.
It's going to be fun. You're going to get in shape. And 1 foot in the door is better than
none. Summers in 2 months, so let's go. I'm an official trainer at the NSFIT Boot Camp.
I'm an upcoming trainer at the NSFIT Boot Camp. You don't want to miss this. See you there.
I'm Coach Allstate. I'm one of the official trainers in the upcoming boot camp. You can reach us at 806-4238 or 458-5775. WhatsApp or call.
#1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, added assurances tonight from the National Security Minister that the upcoming election will be safe and secure amid reports to the contrary. Plus, the do's and don'ts of Election Day, what guardrails are in place to ensure free, fair, and transparent poll day. And a welcomed addition to BAMSI's North Andros campus. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. With advanced polling just hours away, there are questions about the accuracy of the voters' register. But government officials insist the system remains secure and that any errors will not impact the outcome. Our Leah Cooper starts us off tonight.
Following reports of multiple errors in the voters' register, National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Munro, is assuring voters at the Office of the Prime Minister that the entire voting process is transparent. His prepared statement comes amid reports of voters appearing on the register having future birth dates, underage entries, and possible duplicate registrations. And with advanced polling just hours away, Minister Munro says this.
Our electoral system is built with multiple overlapping layers of safeguards. Before a ballot is ever issued, voters must present proper identification and be matched against the official register. The counterfoil for each ballot must match. Election officials are trained, they are observed, and they are accountable.
Minister Monroe adds that every political party and independent government and opposition alike are entitled to have agents present at every polling station. That includes advance polls on Thursday.
And they will be watching every voter, every ballot, and every step of the count. That is their reason for being in the room every second of the entire advance poll and the actual poll day.
He adds that international observers were invited long ago, and where errors arise, they'll be documented and corrected through a, quote, refined process across decades of practice. This statement also follows the Parliamentary Registration Department on Tuesday, also acknowledging the presence of, quote, typographical errors and a system-related glitch in the current voter register, noting that these issues are not consequential to the outcome of the election.
A typographical error in the register does not change a single ballot or a single result. The person must appear. They must present their card. It must be matched against the counterfoil. In that way, such errors are caught, recorded, and corrected.
Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson is on record on multiple occasions assuring that the Parliamentary Registration Department has been working over an extended period of time to clean the voters' register. Minister Monroe's asking any voter with concerns to report them through the proper channels. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, last night it was Central Andros. Tonight, the governing Progressive Liberal Party shares its message to supporters in North Andros before resting up a bit here in the capital, before jetting off to San Salvador for its final rally for the week. With the details of tonight's link-up, we go now to our Corval Piper.
Election Eve here in North Andros, Mucushla, and the horns are blowing. The motorcade now coming down the street here in North Andros. The folks here are ready. I'll move out of the shot, give you a look at what is ahead. I've heard folks here in North Andros say they have not seen this many cars ever before on the streets of North Andros, so they are expecting this to be a big night. This just the night after the PLP took its Choose Progress message to Central Andros. Another rally, another round of attacks.
The author of that book, Politics, is Michael Pintard himself.
Prime Minister Davis before supporters in Central Andros Tuesday night, charging that under a Pintard-led government, jobs would be gone.
Last time the FM came into office, they fired 2,500 public service workers. And they celebrated putting these 2,500 Bahamian families into hardship. They celebrated that. And now they want to come back and do it all over again.
He again warned of what reset really means to the FNM.
They want you to choose reset. That's their new way of saying stop, review, and cancel.
And making his own pitch about progress to Androsians.
We are upgrading the water systems in North Andros and South Andros, so that every household on these islands gets clean, reliable water.
Keep it on nets. And Mucushla has become back live again. This motorcade now is heading to Queen's Park at the Morgan Bluff regatta site, where the PLPs, ahead of election tomorrow, advanced polling tomorrow, are going to rally here in North Andros to gain the message, Choose Progress. A lot of cars on the street. Here they come. They are coming down. Mucushla PLP is planning for a big night here. Reporting live from North Andros for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Piper, back in studio to you, Mucushla.
Well, thanks so much, Corval. Meantime, the Free National Movement heading south tonight to a Family Island constituency the party is counting on keeping in the winning column when the votes are returned and counted. Among the speakers expected to hit the stage, the FNM's candidate for Long Island, Dr. Andre Rollins, along with party leader Michael Pintard, who last evening sent out an SOS, Save Our Sovereignty, amid questions of credibility, accountability, and trust heading into the the high-stakes May 12th poll day. Lloyd Allen is on that island with his trusted cameraman, Victor Adderley. Listen in, Lloyd.
Well, of course, good evening, Makusha, and good evening, Bahamas. We're joining you tonight from Saul Pond in Long Island, where in a matter of moments, the Free National Movement will be showcasing its island-wide rally. Now, this event tonight showcasing a number of speakers, including party leader Michael Pintard, the member of parliament for the candidate for the area, that's Andre Rollins, the North Abaco candidate, Therese Poodle, and former member of parliament for this area, Larry Cartwright. Now, already a significant crowd is starting to build here at this site, and they're hoping for a significant turnout. Now, that's similar to last night's rally at the R. Bailey Park, where party officials described an onslaught against the government, listing a number of receipts on challenges they've had over the past 4.5 years.
In the midst of an election, swearing in a number of people to entice their families that more of this is to come. If it was legitimate, we didn't have a problem. A vote for the FNM is a vote for a team that will fix a broken system and remove those that seek to corrupt it.
Free National Movement Elizabeth candidate Heather Hunt also adding more details behind the voter card fraud debacle, claiming 2 residents in her constituency were found either in possession of illegal voter cards as well as wanted by police for passport fraud and possession of illegal documents.
We were walking in Elizabeth and we knocked on a door. You heard about it on social media. You read about it in the newspaper. We found a foreign national with 2 voters' cards. She was charged, she was fined, she was barred from voting in the election and barred from ever registering for the next 3 years. But guess what, FNMs? Today, her name remains on the parliamentary registry.
FNM Killarney candidate Michael Barnett Ellis also alleging ongoing cloudiness surrounding the Pike deal, as well as claims of nepotism in the issuance of government contracts.
Why is the Minister of Energy hiding from direct questions about the Pike deal? A deal they say was a sale, but the public still can't get a straight answer. And now, Pike itself is walking away. We have over $250 million in no-bid contracts gone out the door.
The event culminating with hundreds of supporters and a clarion call for government accountability and the protection of the nation's sovereignty. Now, back here in Long Island, officials expect that this event will start promptly at 8 p.m. And this, of course, on the heels of advanced polls, which starts tomorrow. They hope that this thrust will go straight into May 12th in the country's next general elections. Reporting here from Saul Pond, Long Island. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen. Makushla, back to you.
Well, thanks, Lloyd. National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Monroe's firing back meantime at claims made by the Free National Movement Elizabeth candidate Heather Hunt. Hunt last evening, as you just heard, raised concerns about a foreign national with 2 voters' cards being charged, fined, and barred from voting in the election, still on the voters' register.
Is Heather Hunt saying that they're going to sit down when the name is called and watch that person be given a ballot?
No, she said they were still.
Now, is she going to sit down when the name is called, the person is given a ballot, her agent is going to sit down and watch that? My agent will not sit down and watch that. The COI's agent will not sit down and watch that. The FNM is making excuses. They're saying they're not going to bring it to the attention of the parliamentary register, and their agents are going to be completely delinquent.
Coming up, the do's and don'ts of Election Day. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
Whether you need life insurance, an endowment plan, or health insurance, BAF has you for all stages of your life.
Well, you're looking at a shot there of Woodcock Primary School in the Bain and Grantstown community, and that shot, as always, courtesy of our drone pilot, Shane Gibson. Welcome back. The first real test for candidates vying for a seat in Parliament will come early Thursday morning as thousands of registered voters turn out to cast their ballot in the advance poll. Less than 2 weeks before, well over 150,000 others follow suit. Newly minted Christian Council President Pastor Mario Moxie is among religious leaders admonishing voters to seek God's guidance ahead of marking their acts.
Go before the Lord and really put the matter before God. We say that we pray about things, but we actually don't take the correct steps. We go into prayer with our minds made up, and I would want to encourage individuals to seek God. You know, allow yourself to hear what the Lord is speaking in your heart, and who knows what that may turn out to be, but at least you would have allowed yourself to be directed by the Holy Spirit.
Well, the United States government, among the many international observers monitoring the May 12th general election, the America's lead representative here explained to a special media group today why this is so important to sustaining diplomatic relations between both countries. Aldovise Munnings was part of that group. She joins us in studio tonight with the details.
And good evening to you. For Bahamian journalists, all alumni of the United States State Department's International Visitor Leadership Program sat down Wednesday with United States Ambassador His Excellency Herschel Walker to discuss a myriad of issues, some off the record, others on. The ambassador's ultimate goal, to become better educated about the country's media landscape and what Americans need to do to bolster U.S.-Bahamas relations. Now, during the candid conversation, Ambassador Walker, who's held down the post now for 5 months, discussed the significance of the United States government watching the work of the May 12th general elections.
We try to work with the government, no matter who wins, who loses, we try to work with the government. And try to make what's better for the U.S. Because, and like I said, this relationship got to be strong for the U.S. So whoever wins this election, Herschel Walker and the embassy is going to work with her. America is safe, the Bahamas is going to be safe. If America is going to be strong, the Bahamas is going to be strong. You know, we just said the majority of the people here are tourism are from America. So, you know, they're a big part of the GDP. So that's the way I look at it.
Concerns surrounding campaign finance legislation, another issue pitched to Ambassador Walker, who stressed the U.S. government has its own elections to worry about. Still, what surprised the U.S. ambassador about the Bahamas elections was this conversation he recently had with his Bahamian security detail.
I couldn't believe that some of the people were relatives that they were running against were friends. Like, they go to dinner, they're nice to each other. You know, in the States, some of them, they're not even nice to each other. They were nice to each other. And he said, why do you think that's so different? I said, because I never seen them like that. I said, in the States, they're not nice to each other. He said, you know, the country comes before the party does. That is a very strong and a very true statement. The country should come before the party.
As he's still learning about the Bahamas as the top American diplomat, Ambassador Walker is working very hard every day to further solidify relations between his home country and the Bahamas. Reporting in studio for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Aldovise Munnings. Back to you.
Well, thanks, Alzul. Now, with just hours until the advance poll, ZNS News is taking a look at the rules governing broadcasting at a time when heightened attention is focused on the media. Should these rules be broken, the media can be directed to correct a transgression, face a fine, or on the extreme end, even have their license revoked. Cleopatra Murphy shares the details.
The Utilities Regulation and Competition Authority is changing with the times, tweaking what is and is not allowed in broadcast coverage to meet the ever-changing demands of journalism and the news cycle. The body is given focus to 3 pillars of regulation, factoring in digital and tech expansion to focus on the increasing importance of social media in information dissemination, election period rules that go into effect once Parliament is dissolved, and polling day protocol, shifting from silence on election day to what is now considered relaxed silence.
Previously, people would have been, there would be no discussion, no political anything on a polling day or election day. That has changed in that there can be discussion, but there can't be any partisanship, candidates, or political ads or broadcasts up until the time that all of the polls are closed.
Today, the regulator allows punditry and news analysis. Changes regulatory manager for broadcasting at IRCA, Bradley Gibson, says were made along with industry professionals.
Why should the persons that are trained and experienced and have the knowledge to report more accurately than, just anybody who has a computer be excluded from discussing matters of national importance at a time such as an election day?
When it comes to social media and the use of artificial intelligence, he says broadcasters must have the same commitment to accuracy. While political ads are in heavy rotation during campaign season, they are not allowed on election or polling day. Broadcasters are also prohibited from sharing the results or purported results of voting in any constituency until all polls are closed in that constituency.
If there are extenuating circumstances where a poll cannot be closed and that persists for 24 hours, then IRCA can step in and make a ruling one way or the other in terms of what can be broadcast in that case.
What remains consistent, Gibson says, is a commitment to truth and accurate reporting, calling on journalists to avoid mixing their personal passions with the executions of their jobs. As he says, it's not just a matter of personal integrity, but national development. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, fat on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
For life's everyday to-dos, digital payments help keep things moving. Instead of worrying about carrying enough cash, your debit or credit card connects you directly to your bank, giving you secure, real-time access to your funds wherever you shop. Instead of worrying about carrying enough cash, your debit or credit card connects you directly to your bank. It's so easy that even a child can do it. The future of pay is digital.
Five cars, catch the keys, don't blink, take these.
Island Luck is giving away 5 brand new cars. Earn 10 reward points for a chance to enter and win. Enter weekly from Monday 12 a.m. to Sunday 2 p.m. Winners are announced Sundays at 3 p.m. on 103.5 The Beat and Island Luck Socials. 5 cars, 5 weeks. The more you play, the better your chances. Visit islandluck.com for more information. Catch the keys only at Island Luck. Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster.
Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
The week moves fast. Move smart with KFC. Monday, start with crunchy deals. Tuesday, you already know, it's crazy. Wednesday, don't break the 20. Thursday, grab the Rap Star for $8.95. Friday, you made it. Grab the Crunchy Deals Value Box for $9.95. Saturday night, we got you covered. And Sunday, no stoves today. The fill-up box feeds the family. Outsmart the week with KFC.
Welcome back to The Movement, your energy and transport briefing. Across the islands, MOET is helping Bahamians take control of their future through the Post Office Savings Bank. It's simple, reliable, and designed for everyone, no matter which island you call home. The post office isn't just for mail. It's also home to a hidden gem called the Savings Bank. With just $3.15, you can make a huge difference towards your future finances. Come, let me show you how it works. Saving doesn't have to be complicated. From first-time savers to parents planning ahead, the Post Office Savings Bank has been helping Bahamians put a little aside, safely, securely, and close to home.
The Post Office Savings Bank is a thrift bank established by the Bahamas government to assist all Bahamians to save.
Opening an account is easy, and the bank is designed for everyone, no matter your goals. An upcoming trip, school expenses, or just a little peace of mind.
It's completely free to save with us. There are no fees attached to your accounts. There's no service fee, no VAT fee, and no withdrawal fee. Plus, our interest is unbeatable. 5% on all of our accounts. We are also located on every family island where our post office is.
No complications, no hidden fees. Just a simple, reliable way to save at your pace, wherever you are.
You just have to be a Bahamian citizen or a Bahamian resident. All you need is a passport, voter's card, or driver's license, and an NIV, and a minimum of $3 to open an account. We offer 3 different types of accounts: organizational, which is a non-profit, individual account, and joint account.
I'm Erin Scavella, and this is The Movement, your energy and transport briefing. Small steps today can turn into big savings tomorrow. Start saving, start simple, and start right where you are.
The Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute, or BAMSI, marking a huge milestone in its now 12-year history. Today, BAMSI held an opening and dedication ceremony for its new classroom cluster and dormitory at its North Andros campus. New classrooms, computer and science labs with spaces for research, as well as fully furnished dorms and state-of-the-art facilities all await incoming students at the Institute. Prime Minister Davis and Agriculture Minister, the Honourable Jomo Gamble, among officials hailing the moment as a significant step forward in strengthening BAMSI's capacity to serve the country.
The investment in BAMSI reflects my administration's commitment to developing our family islands, ensuring that opportunity is not confined to New Providence alone, but shared across our entire nation.
This is truly more than the opening of a facility. It is an investment in the future of agriculture and marine resources in our country.
Well, we now toss it to Royston and Marlena for a sneak peek of Access Now, the softer side, or some may call it the more exciting side of news.
We're going to be talking a bit more about the yummy side tonight because the Long Islanders Association Fair is coming up this weekend.
Yes, it is.
And I know I've got a lot of questions about what's on the menu because personally, that's really what stole my heart. Trying mutton for the first time.
I'm going to say this now. Long Island has some of the best food, if not the best food I've had in the country. And I know they have a big raffle prize. I'm very excited to see what it is.
What is the raffle prize?
What is the raffle prize?
We're going to be getting you those details, so if you haven't gotten your raffle tickets yet.
It's time to get them now.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited to hear more about that from the Long Islanders. So stay with us, the Bahamas Tonight. The National Report continues after this.
Wait.
grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but
I need the $10 special plate.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
Let's make this moment last forever. Let's start a family together with a house, a car, and kids. Oh, I love the way we live. I got it covered. BAF has got me covered. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF for life. BAF has got you covered. I know it.
Our forests are one of our most precious and important resources. Forests pump out oxygen we need to live and absorbs the carbon dioxide we breathe out. Forests help keep the earth cool. Forests are home to birds, butterflies, and other important wildlife. Forests prevent droughts. Forests help reduce air pollution and also muffles noise pollution. Forests act as a shield against natural disasters. Forests are a source of income for many Bahamians.
The Bahamas Forestry Unit protects and sustainably manages forests throughout the Bahamas.
For our environment.
For our health.
For our livelihood.
For future generations.
For us.
That there does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melting mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to catch J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for the online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
5 cars, catch the keys, don't blink, take these.
Island Luck is giving away 5 brand new cars. Earn 10 reward points for a chance to enter and win. Enter weekly from Monday 12 a.m. to Sunday 2 p.m. Winners are announced Sundays at 3 p.m. on 103.5 The Beat and Island Luck Socials. 5 cars, 5 weeks. The more you play, the better your chances. Visit islandluck.com for more information. Catch the keys only at Island Luck. Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
Tourism today. Bahamas Tourism today.
Founder and creative director of the Duchess, Loretta Thomas, showed us the inspiration behind this unique afternoon tea and dining salon.
When I think of the Duchess, I think of elegance, but I also think of excellence. I think of distinction. I think of civility and how we can bring people together, inspire people to be the best that they can be, but moreover, to just enjoy the finer things in life, to pause and enjoy life. Our menu really reflects a traditional afternoon tea menu in England. Our recipes are from some of the finest tea houses in England, and one can look forward to the traditional menu with 3 tiers. The lower tiers being savory, be the most decadent sandwiches, finger sandwiches, delicate and delicious. The middle tier, of course, scones. We're very proud of our scones because they are the traditional English scones. So that's the middle tier, served with traditional clotted cream and jam. And we do make our own clotted cream. Takes 12 hours, but it's certainly worth the decadence. And the upper tier, of course, pure decadence. It's called the pudding course or pastry course. And we have some of the most decadent tarts, pies, Victorian sponge cake, quite traditional, and of course, chocolate cakes, carrot cakes. But it's all petite portions so that you can enjoy a nibble of everything on the plate.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
If you haven't danced today, now is the perfect time. Jam your song, grab your dance partner. It's International Dance Day.
Plus, at-risk youth are sharing resources with their peers in a meaningful and helpful way. Those details are straight ahead.
Also, a donation to assist 2 budding musicians, helping them find their sound. You want to stay close for that?
And of course, your Access Now Total Sports is next.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royson Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
So let me ask you, Marlena, you're alone, listening to your favorite song, no one around. What's your go-to dance move if you have one?
Okay, with my favorite song specifically, it would be, I think people underestimate the power of a twirl.
A twirl?
Yeah, like just arms out twirl, like you're about to take off and fly away. It's just, you know, when you get swept up into the song and it feels like you're gonna fly off, but what's yours?
That's pretty powerful. If I'm home alone listening to my favorite song, I could muggle, right? A little muggle. I might do a little Michael Jackson move here and there. And I have this thing where I tend to like cook a little bit. I don't know why.
Getting a demo.
A little cook thing. But that's what today is all about. It's International Dance Day, a celebration of that freedom to move and just be in the moment. Because that's the thing about dance. It never requires perfection.
That's true. No expectations, just expression and passion.
Absolutely. Which leads us right into tonight's top story, where dance took over Rawson Square today. Our Amaya Moss tells us more tonight.
Beneath the open sky of Rawson Square, where the footsteps met rhythm and rhythm met soul, the Bahamas joined a global celebration honoring International Dance Day. Guided by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, the moment unfolded as more than performance, but as a living expression of culture, identity, and human connection. International Dance Council President and prominent creative arts figure, Dr. Dr. Ann Higgins, grounded the celebration in its purest purpose, reminding all that this space belongs to the children, where creativity is not only welcomed, but allowed to flourish freely.
So you see the importance of them being able to exuberate that power and that strength, and better not than using our culture for them to express themselves and the joy of it. And it's very important that we give them that outlet.
And in their movement, Unfiltered and Unafraid, all echoing the same sentiment, describing dance as freedom, as joy, and as a language of their own.
I'm very excited for today, and dance makes me express myself, and it makes me feel good.
Dance makes me feel happy and confident about.
Dance makes me feel like I can express myself and my thoughts.
What once began as movement became something more, a reminder that we are all part of a greater rhythm. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight from Rawson Square, I'm Amaya Moss.
What a great reminder to get your dance in today. Thanks, Amaya. Well, here's a story where sharing is definitely caring. Organizers at Lend a Hand Bahamas are seeing an increase in the number of at-risk youth seeking their help and guidance. Lend a Hand co-founder Sheila Farrington Pritchard says that the best part is that these kids are being referred by their peers who've already been through the program and received help.
Now, our kids recruit for us. We don't advertise or market the services we have. Our kids bring the kids to us. And they'll come especially during times when the kids are out of school. And like for last year, we had some of our adolescents bring adolescents and say, Miss Mitzi, I know you might be full, but you know, my friend so-and-so or my cousin so-and-so, please allow them to enter the program because I'm not so sure by the end of next week or in 2 weeks' time they're still going to be alive.
But Farrington Pritchard says while she's happy more young people are seeking help, the reality of what some of them face speaks to the broader social issues impacting stress, anger, and mental health.
And when you got a young man, like we've had a young man on scholarship, who's a great athlete, he's a 14-year-old and he had to live in a car for 14, 15 months with 3 of his siblings and his mummy. Can you imagine the mental health challenges? So that's why I think we're seeing an increase in the mental health challenges, not only in the adults, but in the children also.
Another positive story coming. 2 budding musicians were recently gifted their favorite instruments from an expert trumpet performer who says he simply believes in giving back. Community leader and musician Eugene Robinson donated the brand new instruments to Isaac Culmer and John Ferguson, who are both a part of the Church of God of Prophecy's music ministry, the donation taking place at a ceremony at the church's Augusta Street location recently. Mr. Robinson says he saw the need to help young boys develop themselves and become productive young men in our country. Still to come, the Long Islanders Association is hosting its annual fair this weekend. We've got the details next.
And of course, your latest from weather with Diane Dorsett is coming up next, so stay close.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
If you want to save, then follow the savings and head to Super Value or Quality Supermarkets for specials like Rainbow Corned Beef, 12 ounces, $2.39. Hunt's Ketchup, 32 ounces, $3.89. Grill Master Beef Patties, 2 pounds, $6.99. Sweet Mangoes, 2 for $3. Yellow Onions, 3 pounds, $2.99. For every meal, for every snack, nobody feeds the family like Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday, the 29th of April, and it's time for your Access weather forecast. So let's take a look at what's shaping our weather for the next few days. High pressure remains in control for the rest of the work week. We're heading into a stretch of summer-like heat and mostly dry weather, but there are a couple of changes to watch as we wrap up the weekend. Our satellite picture shows mostly clear skies across the islands. Changes arrive by the start of the new week. A cold front approaching the northwest Bahamas late Sunday night to early Monday morning will bring back increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms starting on Monday. Now let's take a look at what's happening over our seas in the northwest and central Bahamas tonight through Friday. We'll get winds that are light and variable with 1 to 3 feet seas. High tides at 7:27 this evening and again at 7:41 in the morning. Then in the southeast Bahamas, easterly winds at 10 to 15 knots with seas at 2 to 4 feet. It's time now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Down in Andres by Scrub Hills, there was a lady, she sure was built. Her face so pretty, her skin chocolate black. She looked like a lobster with all her meat and box.
That was your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance, and that wraps up your Access weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone.
As always, thanks so much, Dan. Now, in just 3 days, Long Islanders from around the country, and even beyond our shores will descend on the R. Bailey Park for the Long Islanders Association's extremely popular Fair and Raffle. And here to tell us all about it is Deandra Cartwright, the association's director and PR lead.
Thank you so much for joining us on Access Now.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here, especially to talk about Long Island.
Yeah, and I can't believe it's been a year already. I was just saying, it feels like you were here just yesterday.
It does feel like that, but time flies when you're having fun, and what better way to have fun than coming out to our fair?
Look at that. That was smooth. That was good. I like what you did. Now, we mentioned it's extremely popular. Can you tell us a little bit about the Fair and Raffle for maybe the people who've never been, to explain why it's so popular?
Okay, cool, great. I'm happy to do so. So we've been having it for several years now. It is our largest fundraiser. So we have lots of fun for the entire family. So we want you to come out there hungry, because we're going to have all types of food. And I know we're getting the questions about the mutton. We are trying to have, last year I think we had 800 pounds. We're adding 400 to that, because of course you're coming to a Long Island event, so you want to make sure get that mutton. So in addition to our world famous mutton, you're going to be able to get fish dinners, barbecue ribs, grilled chicken, grilled pork. All of this is fresh, by the way, and we have videos on our pages, so go look at it, but don't blame me for teasing you. We're also going to have wings and things, the conkiest conch fritters. So Keith Carroll is actually doing those, and I believe he says he has 15 5-gallon buckets of conky batter ready for Saturday. He's getting it ready for Saturday. Wow. Listen, we want you to have the very best food possible, because that's what we have on Long Island, so we're bringing it to you. But of course you can get roasted corn, and you can also get sweet things, because what's the good food without having a nice sweet? Exactly. And of course you got to wash it down. So we'll have water, we'll have sodas, and you know, we call them the Long Island libations.
Libations, the elixirs.
Leaded, unleaded, whatever it is that you may want, we will have.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's fun. So we're going to have the Bouncing Castle, the Kitty's Corner, Hoopla, as well as Bingo. I have to say Bingo because there's so many fabulous prizes. And we're going to be running it straight through the evening time.
Okay.
There will be a plant stall for all of our horticultural enthusiasts. And we're trying to get some Long Island swag out there too, so you can purchase that. Because of course, this is a fundraiser not only for our regatta, which is happening June 3rd to 6th. Please mark your calendars for that. But it's also for the outreach efforts for everything that we do on Long Island. So we love to have fun while raising funds, but it's going right back into everything we do for Long Island.
Right into the community.
Now, of course, I have to say, there's a raffle going on. We'll pull it that night.
What's
Listen, over $40,000 in prizes.
What?
The top prize is a 2026 Kia Sonet.
Oh, we got in a car. Okay.
Yes, a nice car, if I may say so myself. But you also have several gift certificates. We're talking BPL, because you know, light bills, we want to make sure pay that off. But we also have John Bull gift cards inside. They're cash prizes, a variety from $1,000 and under. Just check our full list out. And of course, contact any one of the members for your own raffle book. I brought some this evening. I didn't bring the mutton, but I brought the raffle books.
And I know the mutton's exceptionally fresh. I have an interesting story. Back in 2015, went to Long Island, had the best food of my life. They said the mutton was very fresh, and then I heard how fresh it was that afternoon. I heard the sounds. So I know it's going to be fresh tomorrow as well.
So funny that you mentioned that, because it is going to be fresh. I will not say on TV what we've already done.
Yes.
How fresh, though? It would have been living earlier this week.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know, I'm sure everyone's looking forward to that food and to the potential of that car.
Oh, yes.
Where can people find more information?
So you can find the Long Islanders Association on any one of the social media pages. We are on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, that used to be Twitter. Yes. We're all over there, so just check us out. Our links are there, and you can find any one of us on that page, and you can, I mean,
Get your questions answered and show up on the weekend.
Just come out on Saturday. Support us while we support Long Island. We are really just trying to help better Long Island in the ways that we can, and we appreciate the support of everyone who comes out.
Well, thank you so much, Deandra.
And can I just say thank you to all of our sponsors and our partners for making sure this happens, because without them, we wouldn't be able to have it.
Thank you so much, Deandra, and I'm definitely going to make a drive-by stop at least to go taste some of that food. But stay with us. Sports with Amajal Knowles is after this break.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, fat on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
The surprise of this spring? How easy it is to save at Super Value and Quality supermarkets. Bumblebee flake tuna, 5 ounces, 2 for $1.39. Riceland parboiled rice, 5 pounds, $3.89. Green cabbage, 99 cents per pound. Boneless chicken breast, $2.99 per pound. Smoked picnic hams, $2.99 per pound. For every meal, for every snack, nobody feeds the family like Super Value and Quality supermarkets.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart, Shop Smart, at Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Welcome to your midweek sports check here at the ZNS Total Sports Desk, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. A pair of pivotal Game 5s last night in the NBA playoffs. VJ Edgecombe and Buddy Hield both taking it to the floor. First up, VJ and the Sixers. They would live to fight another day as they would take down the Boston Celtics 113-97. VJ, with a relatively quiet night, would finish with just 10 points. On the other end of the spectrum, Buddy Hield would get into the game, but he would finish with just 5 points. His Atlanta Hawks, they would fall 126-97 to the New York Knicks. Both teams will play Game 6 on Thursday. So in hoops, this time in the WNBA, Jonquel Jones from New York Liberty beginning their quest to bring a title back to the Big Apple. WNBA preseason action taking place on Saturday. The Liberty, they would fall to the Indiana Fever 101-96. Jones would finish with just 4 points in this one. She would speak to the media post-game.
Yeah, I mean, I think for a new offense, I feel like we flowed really well into it. I think in the second half, we kind of got into playing the way that we played in the past, of like just trying to screen more versus like letting the ball move for us. But ultimately, I think it was a good like first like game against somebody else other than ourselves, and Yeah, I think it just went really well for us. I think the turnovers was just our downfall tonight. I think we had a lot of turnovers. I think at one point I looked up and they had like 24 points off of turnovers and we had like 9. So once we can control that, I think we'll do a better job in the future, obviously, with that, and we'll be more successful.
And more from the IP and Sports Conference from earlier this week. The event put on by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture alongside the Ministry of Legal Affairs, highlighting the importance of intellectual property in sports, also recognizing Golden Girl Pauline Davis. ZNS Total Sports team catching up with Davis and her mentor, former Minister of Sports, Neville Wisdom.
Let me say this, that the country in those days and even today is full of unchecked talent. And my belief has always been that the talent in the country comes from the bowels of the country. Pauline comes from an area that was challenged. And even today, with all that she has done, she's not, in my opinion, been significantly recognized. Pauline Davis is the only double Olympic gold medalist in the Commonwealth of Nations. That is not a dame. And I believe the time has come now that it should not matter where you came from, but for what you have accomplished.
And to the pitch, Bahamas Men's League soccer action. The UB Mingos would continue their momentum as they would knock off Renegades FC 5-0 to advance to the semifinals.
Yeah, I had a slight injury this week, so just come back from that. Coach told me coming off the bench, how to bring on an impact. We was in the lead 3-0 by half, so came on just to finish off the job.
The guys played well. Obviously, Renegades didn't come up with their strongest team, but nonetheless, we didn't come to this game expecting to lose regardless. So the guys did well. We look forward to playing better in the future games. Coach has some big plans for me going into the summer, so I'm getting worked around the field. So I played many positions growing up. Center back and left back is some of the positions that I played in this game.
And that's when we look at your sports on this Wednesday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
It's time to take your business to the next level with the Tourism Development Corporation. Any Bahamian entrepreneur with a tourism-related product or service that's looking to build up their business is highly encouraged to join our Tourism Business and Products Registry. The purpose? To enhance, connect, and grow your business and the tourism industry.
The Tourism Business and Product Registry is one of our initiatives at the Tourism Development Corporation, where we have some over 200 businesses across the blue, orange, and green economies as an online database where we kind of want to understand the needs and the businesses that are in the industry. Reading the registry, we understand that there are a lot of businesses that are in the phase of either preparing to launch or that are already launched that need either some access to funding, access to space, access to training and resources. And so our registry is the opportunity to kind of pull all of these applicants together and kind of gauge where the room is and provide them with the tools and the resources that they need.
When you share your business insights with the TDC, it allows us to understand how we can best serve your business. And our support can come in many different forms, from connecting you with other businesses or partners who can help elevate your offerings, to providing you with tools that can upgrade your operations. The TDC is ready and able to help. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground or have already established your venture, we welcome you to join the registry because everyone can do more with a little support.
So we take businesses whether you have a business license or whether you've launched or about to launch. The point of joining the registry is that we meet you where you are and we get you the information that you need so that you become a viable business in the tourism space. The reality is a lot of people have built businesses, and the registry is the perfect opportunity for businesses to get the needed attention that they need through the connections and the partnerships that we as a Tourism Development Corporation have. And so joining the registry affords you all of our connections and our opportunities.
We're always looking to expand our registry so we can build a stronger, more vibrant tourism industry. If you or someone you know has a business that belongs in this registry, join today at tdcbahamas.com.
After 30 years of banking, I've decided to take a leap of faith. I moved from banking into an untapped industry, which is manufacturing in the Bahamas. And now we are standing on 3 acres of land on which we're going to be putting the Bahamas' first end-to-end plastic recycling company. Eden Recycling and Manufacturing Company Limited. Eden has two arms, recycling and manufacturing.
This is groundbreaking for us. It's never been done before. It really makes a difference, not only in the Bahamas, but even around the world. This is not just a project that we're doing so that we can make a couple of dollars. We want to make sure that it benefits those who come after us. In future generations, we hope that this is a small vision, that they will take it and they'll expand on it. We can have the formula for what it means to do end-to-end recycling in the Bahamas, in the region, and even if we have to export these